Behind the wallpaper. Marissa had always dreamt of working at Serenity Publishing, one of the leading book publishers in the city. So when she landed the role of junior editor, it was a dream come true. The company occupied a Victorian-era building, and her office, though quaint, had character with its vintage furniture and ornate wallpaper. On her first day, Marissa couldn't help but notice a small tear in the wallpaper behind her desk. A minor flaw, she thought, and soon got lost in her pile of manuscripts. Days turned into weeks, and Marissa began to feel a strange connection with her office. At times, she would hear faint whispers, and she would find the tear in the wallpaper slightly bigger, despite no one having tampered with it. One evening, as Marissa was engrossed in a manuscript, a chill ran down her spine. The whispers were more pronounced, almost beckoning her. Curiosity took over. She approached the tear and began to peel back the wallpaper. To her astonishment, she discovered layers of old notes stuck behind the wallpaper. The notes were dated back to the early 90s and were from someone named Leela, a name Marissa recognized as a former editor from Serenity Publishing whose sudden disappearance had turned into office folklore. The notes read like a diary, detailing Leila's experiences. They began cheerily, with mentions of book deals and author meetings. But as Marissa continued reading, a sense of desperation took over. Leela wrote about feeling trapped, about the walls closing in on her, about voices she couldn't escape. The last note was the most chilling. "They're coming for me. If you're reading this, save yourself." A sense of dread washed over Marissa. She looked up and, in the dim light, could make out shadowy figures moving just outside her peripheral vision, their whispers now clear and chilling. "Join us, Marissa." Terrified, Marissa tried to leave, but the door wouldn't budge. She remembered an old fire escape she'd seen during her building tour. Pushing the window open, she clambered out, her heart racing. As she made her way down, she glanced back and saw silhouettes of shadowy figures in her office window. Reaching the ground, Marissa ran without looking back, the haunting whispers echoing behind her. The next day, Marissa, accompanied by the police, returned to the building, but the office was untouched. The wallpaper was pristine, with no signs of the notes she had found. The only thing out of place was a framed picture of Leela on her desk, a silent plea in her eyes. The police dismissed it as a break-in and left, but Marissa knew better. She tendered her resignation and took up a position at a contemporary office building across town. The allure of vintage charm had lost its appeal. As time went on, Marissa tried to put the nightmarish experience behind her. But the story of Leela, the notes and the shadowy figures remained etched in her memory. She took it upon herself to investigate Leila's disappearance, wanting to give the lost soul closure. Her investigation led her to uncover a dark period in the company's history, a time of betrayal, unfulfilled ambitions, and the tragic fate of Leela, who had been trapped in a web of corporate deceit and had paid with her life. Determined to expose the truth, Marissa wrote a book detailing her experiences and the haunting history of Serenity Publishing. The book became an instant bestseller, leading to a wave of change in the company's management and ethos. The Victorian building was eventually sold to a property developer who turned it into luxury apartments. But rumors persisted that the old editor's office remained untouched, its ornate wallpaper intact, hiding the desperate pleas of a past employee. Marissa's story became legendary, a tale of horror and mystery that served as a cautionary tale about the lengths to which ambition and betrayal can go. But for Marissa, it was a reminder of the thin line between the past and the present, and how some stories, no matter how deeply buried, demand to be told.